Hello, this is Mira, and I'm here with a Mika matchup video for Laura. I think this matchup is volatile, but I think is really good for Laura. I think she wins this pretty convincingly. Let's just go into it and I'll explain why. One big thing is the fireball traps. Mika doesn't have any really good ways around it, so a lot of times that's like, okay, crouch light kick most of the time goes under fireballs. For canceled fireball traps, that's not really the case for Mika most of the time, depending on what you cancel it into. Like, yeah, if I do a crouch light kick or a crouch medium kick, but yeah, you see in some areas, especially if she's standing, she's gonna get actually hit by it. I'm trying to hit the toes. There we go. So you're like, oh Mia, what if you're messing up the spacing? Okay. No, I'm not. And let's say, okay, let's see, have them delay it a little bit. Alright, it's still really hard for them to get under that fireball clap. It is possible within certain ranges, but they have to be really on point. And that crouch light kick, the range isn't great. So like you can really bully Mika with fireball traps, especially if she has like no meter, and like you gotta be careful of them just jumping it. That's really the main concern, is the jumping over fireball claps. So like crouch medium kick also doesn't really get the job done. Neither does really stand medium kick. Like it trades at best. That's really the best that Mika's gonna hope for, is she's gonna trade with you, and like that's fine. I think Laura's V trigger is better than Mika's, so yeah, he'll be okay. In neutral, Laura just does better than Mika. I mean, she has easier ways in, with less risk, with just low forward and stand light kick buffers and fireballs. She can reliably do that. You just gotta, especially with the neutral fireballs, you have to be careful of her charge drop kick. Like, charge drop kick, at the very worst, V reversal it if you block it. Just don't even take the mix up. You win neutral. This is you failing neutral, so this is kind of your getaway free card. The only time you do not want to V reversal this is if they have V trigger. You don't want to do this. This will punish you, and they can quick rise and combo off of it. So when especially if the Mika knows, don't V reversal their VT1. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. They can definitely fish for it. Damn, Mika, look at them arms. All right. Okay. Let's continue. It can be kind of annoying, this like the uncharged drop kick pressure. This is why jabs are really good, because you can kind of like, you can either punish that or react to it. Stand fierce will work too in certain ranges. You'll be able to just whip punish that cleanly, and also you get a nice like combo off of this, so you can just go into heavy bolt. You can do this neat little like side switch thing. Oops. Into that dumb stuff. But I think the most reliable thing is just a jab. Just jab, and then like hit like stand medium kick or something, because a lot of Mikas will mash. I'm trying to get it really meaty. I'll just do it regularly. Yeah, a lot of Mikas will mash after that reset, so you can just hit like stand medium kick or something, just to get them to stop mashing. Yeah, I just think jab is the most reliable, because especially if they do the feint one, you're not really committing to anything too heavy. You can recover in time, and you have the most time to react with the jab, and the hitbox hits it really cleanly. So I think that's the best option, to be honest. Another thing that Mika's do, her dash is, I think her weakest part of her game plan is 18 frames. It's kind of slow. So if they dash a lot, that's when you actually start in my opinion, looking for the dash. Because it's kind of slow. These options are a little bit more annoying to me. Her jump and then her messing with her jump arc. So that can be really annoying. Is that? So yeah, she can mess with your jump arc with that. But heavy bolt beats this really clean. So if you like chain yourself to heavy bolt, as long as you're not doing that, because you will get punished. So if they're jumping at this range, I just kind of wait. Like this range, nothing's really gonna hit you, so I kind of just wait. And then alright, they splatted themselves. So like in this range though, I always heavy bolt. And if they're like right on top of me, you might be air to air, or when in doubt, like when you're really close, like you can maybe try to V-skill, but it might clip you because of the splat. So like heavy bolt is the best option to anti-air in this matchup. I would definitely be practicing it. Yeah, so that's really her neutral is really like, it's kind of just to throw you off guard. What am I gonna do next? Like, am I gonna do the uncharged drop kick? Am I gonna dash? Am I gonna start poking? And now I'm gonna fish for a stand medium punch. When they have a bar, that's when her neutral becomes more dangerous because she can hit confirm into EX Peach, and that can actually start to be like troublesome. But like these pokes, they can be annoying, but I try to take it as like a sign to not get too aggressive, because this is like, they don't get anything off of this really. So unless they have super and they do like crouch medium kick in the super, but like that's the full meter, and that's a different scenario, you know, than just playing neutral with no meter or 1 bar. And I think that Laura definitely has a huge advantage over that. Like, and if she does get in, if Mika does get in, it just depends on how she gets in. So let's see. Say she gets in with a grab, like she is +2. This is kind of annoying. It is pretty strong Loki. I did mess up the I did mess up the dash. She should be +2. V-ship works against Mika. That should punish. I guess I thought I recorded the time better. Yeah, but this should punish because EX Peach is whatchamacallit. EX Peach is here. I think I just messed up the time. Because EX Peach is like 5 frames. Even messing up the thing is -6. So like yeah. You definitely, this is definitely a bait. Yeah, I just messed up the time. So V-shifting is good when they don't have meter. In my opinion, they have to do a hard call out with like double dash. But if they have meter, they just go for a throw and then do EX Peach. So just be aware of that, okay? People that saying that V-shift killed Mika, it's not entirely true. It can be annoying for her to deal with in certain knockdowns though. Especially if she has no meter. EX Peach is only +19 and she has an 18 frame dash. So you can really mix up quick rise and back roll to mess with their timing, and you can actually try to mash jab here because they have to do a 3 frame to actually like meet it correctly. So you can really mess up your their timings by quick rising or doing nothing, or back rolling and doing nothing, or quick rising and mashing or something to try to mess with their timing, to keep them honest about their Oki. So like if they go for a grab here, like they cannot go for a grab if you quick rise. It's 5 frames and you have a 3 frame. You'll counter hit them every time. So just be aware of that. After EX, her EX Peach not Oki is not really great. It's her heavy Peach Oki that is pretty good. So if you back roll after a heavy Peach, a lot of times they'll do stand medium kick because this will cover quick rise and back roll. See, I can't backdash if I back roll, and if I'm mashing it just doesn't work. So like they'll do stand medium kick. So if sometimes you can quick rise, and if they do stand medium kick, all right, that's only it's -2. But if you back roll and they stand medium kick, it's plus because of the active frames. So just be aware of that. That's a very, very common meaty that Mikas will do just to cover both options, especially in like a high tension scenario. Alright, another thing, like when they're on offense, please interrupt medium punch. It can be kind of annoying because of the spacing. You see, I'm hitting my 3 frame, and because of the pushback, like it can create a kind of a pseudo space trap, which can be kind of annoying. But you have crouch heavy punch, which will interrupt it. Stand medium kick will just kind of go under it, which is really good. This is why stand medium kick is so good against Mika as well. Her best pokes in stand medium punch to get a knockdown just loses clean to stand medium kick, or crouch medium kick, I mean. She can't fuck with this button. She just can't withstand medium punch. Like, no matter how many times like she tries, if I'm in this range and she's in that range and we're hitting these buttons, she's gonna move into my crouch medium kick. So yeah, if they do stand medium punch, just hit crouch medium kick right back. Get a light bolt in, or get crouch heavy punch. If you're really feeling yourself, if they keep hitting medium punch. Okay, in the corner. It's basically, you want to really play this so you don't end up here. This is worst case scenario. Like, everyone is the same against Mika pretty much, especially if you don't have a DP. Like guess better basically. You really have to think about their patterns and be like, alright, like what do you think is the most the less risky scenario? Because you can't, I'm pretty sure you can't V reversal Lady Mika. Yeah, I fucked it up. But yeah, it can be kind of frustrating. So this is why you're trying to avoid this scenario from ever taking place. Yep. So yeah, V reversing is tough. It's tough to try to get away from her in the corner. You have to make a correct read or hard read and a jump, but like you jumped and then she did Lady Mika. All right, now you're put into another 50-50, a left-right strike throw. So it's like this is worst case. That's why you have to play strong neutral to not end up in this scenario. The thing is though, in this matchup, Laura can mix mid-screen while Mika can't. Like, Mika can't do a left-right mid-screen. Laura can. That's another big thing about this matchup. Like, that's why a lot of times against Mika, so I don't want to get put in her blender, I go for safe pressure because it is kind of volatile. I'll go layer in a couple command grabs, but for the most part, I'll do strike and normal throws and shimmies to try to deal with Mika's pressure, because I really don't want to whip a command grab and then then they get a heavy peach knockdown and they command grab me. I'm in the corner and it's time to gas. Also, when I'm pressuring her in the corner, I really try hard not to get back thrown. Or I try to keep it nice and safe. I really can't emphasize, like, rounds can just be entirely lost, even though you have a good offense sequence and you mess up something, you try to go for a shimmy too close, they back throw you, and now you are losing that game. You don't have, especially Laura doesn't have chip out, so she can't checkmate Mika even if she's in the corner. Like, so you just have to really be aware of that. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Her V skill 1, like, I don't know, it's kind of gimmicky. It's not really good. You just really gotta be aware of, like, a lot of times they'll like stand back and charge and try to bait you to jump. Like, they'll try to bait this Yeah, or like you can try to like EX command grab it or walk forward, like you can dash throw or something like that. That's, or the best thing, if you were like, you can walk forward and cross them up, because even if they armor it, like that's the worst case scenario, you land in front, but you can just cross them up. Or a lot of times they're gonna be too afraid to charge it all the way up, so you can kind of feint them out and be like, all right, well, I'm gonna get you, and then they're like, oh shit, I gotta release it, and then they're backing themselves up while they do this, so it's not that big of a deal. Her V skill 2 is a parry. It's not a really good parry. She doesn't really get anything off of it. I'm not even gonna go over it. It's kind of a worthless V skill. It's not very good. Her VT1, she used to have a checkmate scenario with it, like command grab or yeah, it's either like command grab or wait, what is happening? It's either, yeah, command grab or command grab or the strike. It's gonna, either one is gonna hit you. I'm pretty sure V shift might get away with it. It might not. It can be. That's the only thing, but that's in a checkmate scenario. It's kind of annoying. A lot of times I try to avoid like big damage from Nadeshiko. Like, if at the very worst, I'll just take a command grab and see where it goes from there. Like, you just gotta remember that if she holds it and two arms come up, like, that's the long Nadeshiko, and if she just has one hand up, that's the short one. So if the short one comes out, then a lot of times I'll just back off. A lot of times they'll do the long ones, and then they'll try to like wait for like a V reversal. Oh shoot. So like, yeah, they'll wait for a V reversal, and then like they V reversal Nadeshiko and they'll punish you with a command grab or something. So V reversal Nadeshiko, no, it's the best thing depending on which scenario it is. It's really only, in my opinion, really strong. It's already when she's already winning. Like, it's kind of a get in for free, but kind of not. Especially if you know the timings, you can just V-shift when Nadeshiko is coming. It takes practice knowing how many frames she does have to come out, but it is doable, but in my opinion, I just kind of like walk back and then down back. Another thing, yeah, walking back against Mika is acceptable, because her low, she only has crouch short, crouch jab, and the range is very specific, so like walking back against Mika is pretty decent. Yeah, I see. And this isn't even a low. This and this are her only lows. So a lot of times they'll do hard. If you're walking back a lot, they might try to go for a heavy read with the sweep. And when they're doing that, that's when you recognize, okay, now I just really don't do anything, and especially like they're gonna just throw a sweep out and I get a punish, and they're gonna be losing really heavily. I think that covers it. Keep it safe. You excel in neutral. Just be careful when she has meter, especially on your knockdowns. And if they know about the grab EXP OS, and to punish your V shifts after certain knockdowns. Yeah. Play it safe. It is volatile. I would avoid the corner at all costs. Even if you have a good like advantage going, I would just keep it nice and tight and then kind of just walk back to like this range where Mika is standing right now. Not where Laura is, but where Mika is. Here, I just can't emphasize that enough. Like, this matchup is good, but it's no longer good if you're in the corner. So avoid this corner at all costs. Yeah, where Mika is now. Like, do your sequence and then back off to here. So it's a lot harder for her to. She has to do like a hard read, like a hard commitment, like dash up and do like giant swing, stuff like that. So I don't know. You got this. I believe in you. All right, be safe. And yeah, I'll be back with more videos because I'm making them like every day now. Yeah, bye bye.